Hello students, how are you all? I hope all of you are fine and well in your home. Welcome back to your next English class, and this is your Nupur ma'am. And the last day I the last week I taught the chapter The Sound of Music Part 1 about Evelyn. I hope you remember. If you not remember, then please go to the last week video as we will get there the chapter itself, right? So without delaying our time, today I will start discussing about the questions. Already I have told about these questions and answer in your last Zoom meeting, right? So there I asked you so many questions and answer, and I'm really very much pleased from you, class 9. Very good, well done. As you are reading in your home, so I'm really very appreciated, right? So last day I told you that I will give you the question and answer of this part 1 of this chapter. So this is a question number 1. How old was Evelyn when she went to the Royal Academy of Music? Evelyn was not even 17 when she went to the Royal Academy of Music. Question number 2. When was her deafness first noticed? When was it confirmed? Her deafness was noticed when she was 8 years old, and it was confirmed by the time she was 11. She was 11, right? So these are all the questions from your exercise. You will get these questions, okay? Next answer is of these questions in a short paragraph, 30 to 40 words. Who helped her to continue with music? What did he do and say? Ron Forbes helped her to continue with music. She spotted her potential and said, don't listen through your ears. Try to sense it is R, okay? Try to sense it some other way. He began by tuning to large drums to different notes. Okay. I hope you can see the video. You can pause your video and you can write down this answer, and definitely I will attach this question answer with the video by a photo, okay? And some extra questions and answer also I will give you, okay? So with this video, at the end of the video I will attach the question answers photo, okay? So wait for the last time of the video, okay? So next, name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performs. Evelyn performed 3 concerts in prisons and hospitals. She made music her life and performed many regular concerts. Okay, next, how does Evelyn hear music? It is a long question, 100 to 150 words. Evelyn became deaf by the time she was 11. But she did not give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. Ron Forbes, and percussionist, spotted her potential. He asked her not to listen through ears but try to sense it some other way. She realized she could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. She realized that, okay, there should be a that she realized there should be a that, okay? She realized that she could, right? Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. She learned to open her body and mind to sounds and vibrations. She herself explained, it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. Okay. When she played on the xylophone, she could sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. By leaning against the drums, she could feel the resonances flowing into her body. On the wooden floor, she used to remove her shoes so that the vibrations may pass through her bare feet and up her legs. Okay, so you can see the answers. Okay, you can pause your video and you can write, and definitely I will give you the answers like of pictures. Okay, so this is your part 1 question answers. Okay, so today without delaying time I will start. I hope you can see it. Okay, I hope you can see it. Try to understand. If there will be any problem to understand, definitely ask me. Sure. Okay, so without delaying time I will go to the next part of this chapter, The Sound of the Music, the part 2. There you can see and you can download the book, download the chapter from NCERT apps, and there you will get part 2, the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. Okay, this is the part 2 of The Sound of Music, the same chapter. This is the part 2, the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. So you can see the title, the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. So I hope you can understand what is there inside the title. Bismillah Khan is a main characters. Okay, Bismillah Khan is a main characters of this story. Okay, this is about Shehnai. Do you know what is Shehnai? I hope you know. This is right now it is an instrument, musical instrument. Okay, so I hope you can understand what is Shehnai. I have already told that this is instrument, musical instrument. And who is Bismillah Khan? So the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan means, you can understand that the name is related to this instrument, means some famous kind of like that, like. And I hope already you have know about Bismillah Khan, and main character is this in this story is Bismillah Khan. Okay, so who is Bismillah Khan? Bismillah Khan is a legendary name in the world of music. Okay, he belonged to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar, and his father was also a great Shehnai player. Okay, so I hope you can see the spelling Shehnai. And about him, it is as he is a main character, so about him you have to know very well, right? So at the age of 3, his mother took him to his maternal uncle's home to Banaras. Okay, in Banaras means which is now Varanasi. Okay, so from the childhood he was very much fascinated by his uncle's playing the Shehnai. Means his family is just all the family members are included in this instruments playing. Okay, playing instrument, this kind of instrument. He started accompanying his uncle and to the one temple, Vishnu temple. Okay, and where his uncle was employed to play the Shehnai. His uncle was employed there. Okay, and he just would sit for hours and hours and watch him uncle playing. Okay, so soon he also started getting lessons in playing of playing the instrument, and he practiced throughout the day. Okay, he practiced it by sitting by the banks of the Ganga and perfected his skill. Whenever he was 14 years old, he just performed at the Allahabad Music Conference, and in 1938 joined All India Radio. Okay, and where he captured the hearts of millions with his renditions of the Shehnai. Okay, and on 15th August 1947, he became the first Indian to greet the new nation with his Shehnai from the Red Fort. Okay, and Bismillah Khan has given a memorable performance in India and abroad also, and he became the first Indian to perform at the Lincoln Center Hall in the United States. Okay, and Bismillah Khan has been honored with national awards like the Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan, and the Padma Vibhushan, right? Padma Shri Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan. Okay, so this is the main character of Bismillah Khan, I have already told. And so you can understand about this musical instrument, there should be something else. So I will tell you the theme. First of all, the theme. First, main character Bismillah Khan. I have told you about Bismillah Khan. Who is he, where from he is, and what is his life history, how he learned to play Sahnai. Okay, now I will tell you the theme of the story. Main, you have to know the theme of the story, then we can. Theme means a central idea of the story. Okay, and I hope you can download the stories pages, so definitely you can get the lines over there. Okay, so the theme of the story is how Bismillah Khan made the Sahnai popular and raised it to its present level. Now it is very much popular, and it is a one instrument. Okay, so on that moment it was not. Okay, on that moment is earlier it was played only in the courts of kings and emperors. Okay, or occasions of any weddings and on that. Okay, but due to Bismillah Khan's efforts, the Sahnai is now considered as an instrument on which classical music is also played. It is now known in foreign countries also. Okay, the story also highlights a plain and simple life preferred by Bismillah Khan. In spite of success in the world of cinema, he stayed away from its glamour. Okay, he won many awards, including the prestigious Bharat Ratna, but he remained the modest and humble. Okay, on being offered a chance to settle abroad, he politely declined because of his deep attachment to his roots of India. Okay, whatever he just wanted to stay back in his own position. Okay, so this is the main central idea of the story I have told you, and main characters already I have told you. So there. Without delaying time, I will start the summary. Okay, what should be the summary? And definitely you can whenever you will download the pages, you will get. I hope you can see the video. I just okay, and one another thing, I will give you the question and answers pictures. Okay, attached to this video. Okay, so before that I will tell you the summary itself. Okay, I will start a little bit way. So first you will get there a name of Emperor Aurangzeb. You will get this name in your chapter. Okay, and whatever he liked or not, you will get it. So I will tell you the summary in little bit way today, and I will continue it the next day. So it is about first of all, main character is Bismillah Khan. He is a main leading character. He is leading all the story, the story. Okay, so you can see the name, another name, Emperor Aurangzeb. He did not like the sound of the pungi. Okay, and you will get this word in your book. Okay, pungi. So he did not like the sound of pungi. He banned the playing of the unpleasant sounding instrument in his court. Okay, he just banned. Then a Berber improved the tonal quality of the pungi. He chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than the pungi. Okay. He made 7 holes on the body of the pipe. This is how the Sahnai was born. This is the making of Sahnai. How it is born? How it is born? First of all, you remember what I told, that he just banned the playing any unpleasant sounding instrument in his court. Which instrument was giving unpleasant sound? He just banned it. Okay. Then a Berber came and he improved. That Berber improved the tonal quality of a pungi. He chose a pipe, just like you know what is pungi, and you know the structure of like that, right? So he chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem, and that was longer and broader than the pungi. Okay, than the pungi, it is longer and broader also. He made 7 holes, 7 holes on the body of the pipe. This is how the Shehnai was born. Okay, the Berber first played it in the Shah's chambers. The instrument was named Shehnai. Okay, as it was first played for the Shah by Nai. Nai means Berber. Okay, this words you will get in your chapter. Okay, so this is the starting, and I have told you about Bismillah Khan. He was a great Shehnai player. He was born on 21st March 1916. Okay, into a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. I have told you. Okay, so he was born on that place, and his grandfather. Okay, his grandfather's name is Rasul Baks Khan. Okay, his grandfather played the Shehnai at the Bhojpur King's Court. Okay, his father's name is Pagambar Baks. Okay, you will get all these names in your chapter. And uncles were also great Shehnai players. I told you he just sat with his uncles to the Vishnu temple, out of the Vishnu temple. Okay, I told you. And he learned to play the Shehnai from his uncles. Uncle's name is Ali Baks. Okay, who played it at the Vishnu temple of Benares. Okay, he practiced playing at the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maya, and on the banks of the Ganga. Okay, he got a big break at the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938. Bismillah Khan greeted the nation with his Shehnai when India gained independence on 15th August 1947. He was responsible for bringing the Shehnai from temples and wedding to the classical stage. Okay, so this is the first. I have told you the theme, the central idea of the story, and this is the starting of the chapter. Okay, this is a summary. I have told you the starting of the chapter. So today it's I will continue till here, and after today means the next day I will discuss the more about the chapter. Okay, so wait for the next video. Till then, have a nice day and thank you so much.